Dum bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to Saturday afternoon baseball here. We're going to be giving a doubleheader here as we got games number 129 and 130 on the slate, both of them at home against the Oakland A's. So far in the season, Oakland is 3-5 against Kansas City. Kansas City has a record of 76 and 52. Pitching today for your Royals, Brett Saberhagen with a 2.42 ERA. He'll be going up against Ricky Henderson, Carney Lansford, Jose Canseco, Dave Parker, Mark McGuire, Terry Steinbeck, Lance Blankenship, Walt Weiss, and Stan Javier. Kurt Young, the lefty, will be pitching for the A's. Let's get things going here as Robbie has joined us. Let's see if we can continue our hot streak. I believe we've got 12 wins in a row. All right, let's see if we can hold on against the A's here. 4-5. That's going to be a range play to start the game off. That's never a good thing. 36, that's going to be center field, and Willie Wilson sees this one go over his head. That's going to land in there, and that's a base hit. So one on, no one out, and trying to steal is Ricky Henderson. Easy stolen base on Saberhagen. And just like that, runner in scoring position for Carney Lansford. 5-4. Lansford here waits on the pitch, 34. That's going to be ground ball hit to second, advancing to third on the play. Defense will play in here early in the game. Jose Canseco is up. 1-2, and we got a rare play here. It's a throwing error on Kevin Steitzer. That's going to give the run and a two-base error. And the pitching and the defense for the Royals not up to task here in the top of the first inning. Still only one out runner in second position on second base. 6-4 Saberhagen looking for the strikeout, gets the call on the 3-2 pitch. Mark McGuire batting 241. 5-4, a almost hit by pitch again. Saberhagen 6-4. That's ground ball down to Brett, and that's going to do it. But one run, one hit, one error, helping Oakland take a 1-0 lead. Pitching today for the A's, Kurt Young, as I mentioned, 1-0 with a 0.0 ERA, 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Let's see if Kansas City can get that run back here in the bottom of the first inning. 3-4. Kevin Stitzer. And against the lefty, that's going to be ground ball to Blankenship, one away. Willie Wilson, 5-4. We got a stadium check here. Beatles Eternally, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Single into left field. And a steal and a stolen base for Willie Wilson. So just like Oakland in the top of the first, get a runner into scoring position. Doing okay? Thanks, Robbie, and you? All right, so good to see some Beatles Eternally here. We're going to be doing a quick doubleheader here, trying to get games 129 and 130 through the books here. 2-4. Uh-oh, home run check, and no home runs against lefties for Kurt Young. Unfortunately, we could have used George Brett getting some home runs, and he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Advancing on the play is Wilson. So over to third base he goes for Bo Jackson. 25, and Jackson down on another strikeout. He's got to be probably 0 for 17 with 12 strikeouts in the last his last 17 at bats. I'm telling you, not a very good streak for Bo Jackson. 1-5, Terry Steinbeck. 1-5 gets a ground ball to White, one away. Top of the second, Lance Blankenship. And this time Saberhagen gets a strikeout there. Second strikeout of the game, Walt Weiss, 2-2, and no strikeout against the switch hitter. 35. It's going to be a ground ball to White again. So 2 ground balls and a strikeout. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Go to the bottom of the second, Jim Eisenreich. He gets a stadium check here. Ground ball to short, and Weiss with the play. No problem there. 3-3. A strikeout of Danny Tarble. And that's 2 on the day for Kurt Young. 1-3. This one's going into center field, and it's going to be caught there by Javier, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Going on to the top of the third. The usual life gets in the way when you're busy making other plans stuff, says Beatles Eternally. Yes, sir. I know it. So top of 3, 1-0 Oakland. Stan Javier. Possible error check here. 4 and a 3. That's going to be a ground ball down to Brett. No error on Brett, so he'll take it to the bag. In time, Ricky Henderson, 1 for 1, scored a run. And he's going to get a stadium check. And this is going to be to center field, 2 away. Brings up Carney Lansford, cruising right through this game. And his strikeout number 3 for Brett Saberhagen. Brings up Frank White. 2-6, error on a ground ball possibly. 5-4, that's going to be a single into right field, so no error check needed. Bob Boone, 267 average, steps in. Bob Boone. And he's going to ground it to second. Second over to Weiss. Weiss guns it to McGuire. 4-6-3 double play. Clears the bases. Back to the top of the lineup. Kurt Stitzer. He's going to walk. So runner on with Willie Wilson up. Willie Wilson waits on the pitch here. 1 comes. 6-4. That's going to be a ground ball. Hit the Blankenship. Backhand stab from his knees to first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go on to the 4th. Jose Canseco. 5-3. That's going to be a fly ball. It's not deep enough. Eisenreich's on the run. He's going to make the catch. Dave Parker. The DH. 4-5. And we got a double whammy. A range play here. 6-2. That's going to be Eisenreich. This time he's going to take that and catch it. 2 away for Mike McGuire. McGuire, right-hander. And he's going to get a single pass Stillwell into center field. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Another stadium check. Lots of stadium checks going on right now. But Wilson sees one flying towards him and makes the catch. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. George Brett back up. Lefty-lefty matchup. He's going to get a fly ball. Henderson's going to get that. It's off the end of George Brett's bat. Easy play for Ricky. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. 6-1. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. And Jim Eisenreich. He's going to strike out on a 3-2 pitch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Kurt Young pitching well. Brett Saberhagen, a stud for the Royals this season. And this is into left field, and 8 is going to fall in for a double. Brett Saberhagen brings his 20-2 record into this game. But that is hit number 3 for the A's. No outs, runner at second. 3-3. Walt Weiss trying to get that runner over, move him over. He's going to do it as that one's past White, and coming around third, headed home, Lance Blankenship. He's going to come in without a throw from Wilson, and that's a 2-0 lead for the A's. Stan Javier. 1-3. He's going to get a single into center field. No error on the play. Stopping his second will be Walt Weiss. So 2 on, nobody out. Brett Saberhagen a little bit off today on his pitches. Haven't been able to hit the corner, leaving too much stuff in the middle of the plate. That's a ground ball to Stillwell, who successfully makes the play and tosses it over to White. White steps on the bag, turns and pivots, throws to Brett. That's a ground ball double play. So 2 runners off as Carney Lansford steps in. Carney Lansford, 22, he's going to get a ground ball, but 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. Got a bottom of 5 halfway through this bad boy. We've only been going 10 minutes. 3-2, Danny Dartable. He's going to fly to center. 0 for 2 he is. Kurt Stillwell. He's going to fly to left. 2 quick outs here for Kurt Young. Frank White. And he's going to get a double past Javier and Henderson. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. It bounces off the base of the wall and in with a stand-up devil. Frank White brings up Bob Boone, the catcher. 4-6 range play. And this is going to right field. Canseco back along the line, and good stab there. No runs, 1 hits, no errors. Go to the top of the 6th. 2-0. Your A's in front. Jose Canseco, 31. That's going to be a single for Canseco. Pounded that down the hot corner past Steitzer. Not much of a threat to steal there. Dave Parker. Parker's going to swing in a fastball, but couldn't catch up to that one as Saberhagen blew that one right by him. Mark McGuire leaning over the plate trying to get hit there. Fly ball to right. 2 outs now for Terry Steinbeck. 6-4. Terry Steinbeck, 33. That's going to be ground ball to short, and it's a no runs, 1 hit, no error. Back to the top of the lineup for your Royals. 3 hits on the day. And Steitzer's going to get the leadoff walk. So Stitzer's on Willie Wilson. And he gets hit by Kurt Young. So 2 on, no one out for George Brett. His average is taking a dump the last few weeks as his has not performed well with the bat in his hand. Let's see if George can deliver here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and he does. This was ripped. Ricky Henderson on the run, can't make it. It's going all the way to the wall, and 1 lead runner advances. Coming in to score all the way from second is Willie Wilson, and then the throw home. If the roll is less than or equal to, so 3 is not less than or equal to. So George Brett will stay on second on the throw home. And we got us a 2-2 ball game as Steitzer and Wilson come in on the RBI by George Brett. 2-2 ball game. Bo Jackson 0 for 2. Another strikeout. Jim Eisenreich 0 for 2. Eisenreich with a runner in scoring position, bottom of 6. And he's going to get a double, and he's going to go to second. George Brett will... no, I'm sorry. He's a lefty. That's right. So it's not a double. It's a fly ball to left. Sorry, got a little excited there. Henderson makes the play. I was thinking that was a double, but it's not. But it is a home run shack for your buddy Danny Dartable, who sees one down the middle of the plate, and he'll take that and deposit it out into left center field. That's 378 feet from the home plate, and that is gone. Danny Dartable gives the Royals a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Good comeback by the Royals. And that's going to be it for Kurt Young, who pitched a wonderful game up to the 6th inning. They're going to be bringing in Todd Burns is coming in to face off against Kurt Stillwell. So good play by, good comeback by the Royals is what I meant to say. Range play here. 6-2. It's going to pop that up to Blankenship, and he's going to make it over the shoulder catch of a little nubber off the end of the bat. So we're on to the top of the 7th, 4-2 KC. Brett Saberhagen still has a chance to get another W on the season That's a ground ball hit to Brett. Tosses it underhand to Saberhagen, covering the bag. 6-2, Walt Weiss, 1 for 2 on the day. That's a ground ball down to the hot corner. Steitzer, he's going to have a little bit of trouble. He bends over, picks it up, throws it to Brett in time, 2 away. Stan Javier, 1 for 2. Another range play here. This is going to be to White, and White's going to get that just on the end of his glove, keeps it in the track, and throws it over to Brett, and it is going to be no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch time already. 2 for 2, the hot-hitting Frank White with a double. Last time up, and let's see if he can continue his hot streak here. 52, that's going to be a fly ball. Canseco is going to make the catch, but no, he does not make the catch as he loses it in the sun, and it's going to fall in for a 2-base error. So the defense for Oakland is definitely given an opportunity for the Royals here. Bob Boone is up. He's 0 for 2. And no walk because he's a right-hander. And that's going to be a single over the head of Weiss into left field. Ricky Henderson comes in on it, grounding third. Here comes the throw. No, he doesn't throw it home as Frank White comes in to score. So another run batted in by the hot-hitting Bob Boone. Steitzer, Kevin Steitzer, he's going to walk. So just like that, Kansas City putting together a little run here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-3, and strikeout of Willie Wilson. They do have a pickoff, so let's see. 15 is nothing. George Brett with 2 RBIs so far. Let's see if he could drive in another run. 5-4. 9, so nothing there. 1-5. And that's nothing there as well. 33. Yeah, he's going to pop it up to Blankenship. Calls off everyone. High infield pop fly. Bo Jackson 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Another wild pitch opportunity. Nope, outside his range again. Bo Jackson waits on the pitch. Here comes 6-4. He's going to strike out to end the 7th inning. But that's 1 run and 1 hit with the error. We go to the top of the 8th. 5-2 KC. Brett Saberhagen still cruising right along here in the top of the 8th. 3-5 wild pitch we can ignore. 2-3, and he's going to walk Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson on first. Carney Lansford. Lansford's, doesn't strike out much, but this time on the curveball, he gets it. Hey, Dave Gardner, how you doing, folks? How you doing, Dave? How you doing? We're almost through game number 129. We're hoping to give you guys a little doubleheader action here. Get games 129 and 130 done. And no walk, Jose Canseco, 1 for 3 on the day. And he's going to get a single past Steitzer and Stillwell in the left side. And 2 on, 1 out for Dave Parker. Dave gets under one. Eisenreich on the run towards Wilson. Who's going to get it? Eisenreich catches it. No advancement on the play. Mark McGuire could tie this up with 1 swing of the bat. 4-3, right-hander, Mark McGuire. And he gets under this one. This is a high pop fly on the edge of the grass, and Stillwell backs up, makes the catch. And that's going to do it for Todd Burns here. So they're going to be bringing in Rick Honeycutt. Rick Honeycutt's coming into the game for the A's. Rick Honeycutt, 2 for the A's, 5 for the Royals. Rick Honeycutt's coming in. And he strikes out Jim Eisenreich. Danny Tartabull, 1 for 3 with the home run. Danny Tartabull with home runs. 2 home runs in the last few games, so good for him. Kurt Stillwell. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And a liner right at Blankenship, and we go to the 9th. 5-2 KC. Saberhagen comes back out. 2-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to right. Lance Blankenship 1 for 3 with a double. 1-3 and strikes out. Good curveball there by Brett Saberhagen, trying to get the complete game here. Brett Saberhagen 4-2 against the lefty and strikes out the side. No, I'm sorry. He flied out to right, and then Blankenship struck out, and now Weiss strikes out. So 7 strikeouts on the day, and Kansas City wins game number 129 and the first 2 games of this 3-game series against Oakland. Wow, not feeling well, guys, so I'm off for now. Thanks for the game, IDJ. Well, I hope you feel better, Beatles. Hope you do feel better. Dave Gardner just got home from the rink. Excellent. Dave Gardner playing some hockey at the rink. So you can see here, Brett Saberhagen improves to 21-2. Kurt Young takes the loss. Only home run of the day, Danny Dartenbull, his 13th of the season. And we're going to save the stats, and we're going to bring you immediately game number 130. I'm going to put it on mute. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, we are back. I like to mute it because that volume, when you exit the game, it's really, really loud. So, anyways, let me refresh my screen here. Hope Beatles feels better. I'm still a little bit under the weather myself, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So, hopefully, we'll continue that, and hopefully, Beatles will get to feeling better. Alrighty, this will be game number 130 this season. So after this game, we'll have what, 32 games left. So we're down to 32 games left. In fact, if we look at the date of this, let's take a look at what date this happened. This is a game from August 27th. So yeah, we're closing in on September. This was August 27th, 1989. Oakland is now 3-6 against Kansas City. Kansas City improves to 77-52. Pitching today, Tom Gordon. It's going to be Henderson, Parker, Canseco, McGuire, Hasse, Phillips, Blankenship, Javier, and Gallego. Bob Welch pitching for the A's. Steitzer, Wilson, Brett, Jackson, Eisenreich, Tartabull, Stillwell, Frank White, and Bob Boone. Pitching for the Royals, Tom Gordon, 5-4 on the season. 375 average, 124 2/3 innings, 109 hits, 106 strikeouts, 57 walks. Let's see if he can keep down this potent A's lineup. Tom Gordon and Ricky Henderson. And that's good to be a walk. I've never seen that on a player's card. It was a walk. And of course he's going to steal and stolen base. So just like game number 129, Ricky Henderson starts the game off with the walk and his steal. Gets himself into scoring position for his mates. Dave Parker, lefty here. 1-4. It's going to be ground ball to Steitzer. No advancement out at first. Now we'll try this steal. And this time, getting a super aggressive Ricky Henderson. Unfortunately for him, Boone's behind the plate today. And Steitzer with the quick tag. Ricky Henderson thrown out trying to steal third base. Jose Canseco got a stadium check. 6-4, it's a fly ball, and Eisenreich will make it. Otherwise, it would have been a double over his head. So go to the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bob Welch, 0 for 1, 354 average, 12 and 2/3 innings. He got 13 hits, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Kevin Steitzer, and he is going to look at a pitch coming in. 25, it's ground ball down to McGuire at first base. Willie Wilson, stadium check. And that's going to be a ground ball hit to short, 2 away. George Brett, 2 RBIs in yesterday's game. And this is going to be a single, and this Javier steals it away. He does. So the single is for naught as Javier steals that single away. No runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the top of the second. Mark McGuire. And he's going to get an auto out. So fly ball to right field. Ron Hazy. Error and a ground ball. And this one's going into left field. 13 is going to be a double. So 13 is double. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Tony Phillips. 6'5". Tony Phillips. He's going to line it right as short. And no double play. Diving back just in time. Ron Hazy dives back. Lance Blankenship. And he's going to strike out. First strikeout of the day. So we go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here at Kauffman Stadium. And Bo Jackson, 55. He's going to get a single past Gallego. And he's aboard. Chip Eisenreich. Bottom of second. We are not sacrificing in the bottom of the second inning. And they're going to walk Eisenreich, so good thing we didn't sacrifice. So Jackson follows up Eisenreich, 2 on, no one out. Danny Tartabull. Danny Tartabull says, oh my God, you're going to give me another one down the middle, back-to-back games with the home run. Danny Tartabull on a hot tear. He's up to 14 home runs on the season. Got one yesterday, and this one happens to be a 3-run shot. As Bo Jack, all right, I'm going to have to undo that because I actually clicked it twice for some reason. Undo. Yes, I'm sure. All right, so this was a home run check. And then just click once, and it's 3-0. That's what we wanted to see. So Bo Jackson, Jim Eisenreich, and Danny Tartabull. Another home run for Danny. He's catching up to Bo Jackson for the team lead. 3-0 KC. The bomb by Danny Tartabull. A no-doubter. This time Kurt Stillwell goes down on strikes. And brings up Frank White. 44. It's going to be a ground ball to short. 2-away now for Bob Boone. And Boone's going to get a stadium check. 26, a rare play. And Mark McGuire makes another successful range play. So 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Tom Gordon with a 3-0 lead in the top of the third. Stan Javier. He walks Stan. Stan's going to try to steal. But oh, Bob Boone, throw him out. Don't be trying to steal this stuff on me, says Bobby Boone. I already got Ricky Henderson, and now I'm going to take Stan Javier out. Oh, but then he comes right back and walks the next batter. So 1 on, 1 out. No steal attempt this time. Ricky Henderson, 4-1. He's going to get us back up the middle. Stopping at second is Mike Gallego. So 2 on, 1 out here for Dave Parker. 22 range play. And that's going to be towards short and can't get it. And that's going to go in. Coming all the way around to score is Gallego. And the A's are on the board here in the top of the third inning. Striking out Jose Canseco. So 2 outs, 2 on. Top of 5. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Wilson makes the play, but 1 run and 2 hits, no errors. Not much given up by Tom Gordon there, and some good defense keeps it to 1 run. Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Range play here for Steitzer, Kevin Steitzer. And that's going to be to Henderson, and he's going to take that single away. So no single. Wilson. And that's a walk attempt. And a fly ball to center. George Brett, 25, another stadium check. And it's going to be a single. So George Brett starting to get things rolling. Let's see if Bo Jackson, who's 1 for 1, 5-6, and 1 to 4 would have been an auto single, but not 1 to 4. 64, that's going to be a ground ball to second, and that's going to do it. No runs, 1 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 4th, 3-1 KC. Ron Hazy, the catcher, 5-4. Ron Hazy, the catcher. Wilson, no error on Wilson. Makes a good play there. 4-5, and down on strikes. That is number 3 for Tom Gordon. Tony Phillips. Lance Blankenship. And no walk even with the +10. 1-5 against the righty. That's going to be ground ball. So you go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 KC. Quick inning for Tom Gordon there. Eisenreich walked his first time up. This time he looks at a curveball. Couldn't pull the trigger on that one. Tried to check swing it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Danny Tartanbull last time up. 3-run home run. And this time he's going to walk. So Danny Tartanbull being a force for the Royals today. Wild pitch. 17 out of range. 5-6. And that is going to be 1-3. It's a 4, so nothing. Kurt Stillwell. Going to ground it to second. I'm sorry, to short. And advancing. Caught. Roll is greater than. Yeah, so forced out is second. Fielder's choice. Frank White, 0 for 1. We got a 5-3. Frank White, the right-hander, 44, and that's going to be a ground ball. Gallego picks it up, throws it across, and we go to the top of the 5. Still 3-1 KC. 4-6, no strikeout of Stan Javier. He's going to ground it off the end of his bat to White, and White's going to make the play. Mike Gallego. He strikes out. So number 4 strikeout victim by Tom Gordon. 25, another stadium check. And that's going to be a single plus. And it looks like he's going to stretch it out as Eisenreich bobbles it out in left field. And a double for Ricky Henderson. Brings up Dave Parker. And error ground ball. Let's see what Dave does with this. And he's going to fly it out to Wilson. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We go on to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through, 3-1 KC. Bob Boone. No hit by pitch there. And a 25. And he's going to lead the game off. This one Javier has trouble with. And that one's going to bounce, 3 bounce off the wall. Here comes the throw from Javier. It's going to be close. Bob Boone slides. Good slide, avoiding the tag by Gallego. And the leadoff double by Bob Boone. Kevin Steitzer. Steitzer's waiting on one. He's going to try and advance the runner here. And blast that one back over the glove of Blankenship. And Bob Boone will stop at third, so runners at the corners. Defense will play in. Willie Wilson He's going to fly ball to right field. Is it deep enough? It is deep enough. Here comes Boone, and the throw home not in time. Bob Boone scores, increases the Royals' lead to 4-1. George Brett with Steitzer on first. He's going to fly out to left field. 2 away for Bo Jackson. Jackson's going to get a roll on his card for a change. And this one's going to be a fly ball to center. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. KC increases their lead 4-1 here in game number 130. 32 games left in this season. Strikes out Jose Canseco for the second time. Mark McGwire, who actually has 3 home runs in 10 games against Kansas City. Very dangerous Mark McGwire. And we got a range play here. And that's going to be to left field, Eisenreich. And Eisenreich's going to take that. He'll scoop that one up. Good running stop there. Ron Hazy, lefty. It's going to ground ball to White, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. Moving on to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 KC. Wild pitch we can ignore. And no strikeout, Jim Eisenreich. 4-6. That's going to be ground ball to Phillips. Danny Tartanbull 1 for 1 with the home run. 3-run shot in the 2nd inning, I believe. 5-4. That's going to be a ground ball hit to second base. Blankenship covers that one up. And Kurt Stillwell. He's going to get a single into center field. So Bob Welt's going to have to face at least one more batter here. And Frank White, 0 for 2. 5-4. And he's going to single into right field. And rounding second, headed to third, Kurt Stillwell. So runners at the corners all of a sudden for Kansas City. Oakland cannot afford to give up another run. Bob Boone is up 1 for 2 on the day. Let's see what Oakland wants to do here. I think they're going to try and get Bob Welch through the inning. 4-6. So Bob Boone, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to be a ground ball hit to short. And that's going to do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. We go on to the 7th inning as I reposition myself in my chair. Ow. Because my leg's cramping up. All right, that brings up Tony Phillips. 0 for 2 on the day against Tom Gordon. And he's going to strike out on a fastball. Tony Phillips, check swing and called out on the strike. Lance Blankenship 0 for 2. Error chance. And a fly ball, no error check needed. Stan Javier 0 for 1 with a walk, and he's going to walk again. So 2-out walk by Tom Gordon. 4 walks on the day, 6 strikeouts. 4-3. Oh, no strikeout, and even with the +10. And a 52, he's going to pop it up. Stillwell comes up over towards the pitcher's mound, calls off Gordon, and makes the catch. And that's going to do it for Bob Welch. So Bob Welch is giving way to Gene Nelson. Gene Nelson's going to come in and face off against Steitzer. 4-5, range play. Kevin Steitzer. 25, ground ball down to McGwire, and McGwire, I think that's about the 3rd or 4th range play that we've had against McGwire, and he's made every one of them. So good defender down there at first base. Willie Wilson. Wilson foul tips that one into the stands. 4-4, and that's a ground ball hit down to Blankenship. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. George Brett, lefty, no strikeout there. And he's going to get a single into left field. So George Brett on with Bo Jackson due up. 4-4, and Jackson's going to strike out. So that's going to do it. No runs, one hit, no error. We go to the top of the eighth. Tom Gordon, Ricky Henderson, 2 for 2 with a double. 24, error check. And a ground ball. Steitzer, no error this time. Dave Parker. He's going to get the auto single, and that's going to do it as Tom Gordon is out of stamina today. He got through 6.5 tough innings. All right, let's see here. Let's see who's coming up. Righty, lefty, switchy. They're going to be bringing in Rick Leakins. So 1 on, 1 out for Rick Leakins. Range play, that's not good. Jose Canseco. That's going to be towards Steitzer. Can't make the play. It's down the line. Stopping at second is Dave Parker, and 2 on. Tying run comes to the plate in the form of Mark McGuire. Oh, and look at what we just rolled. Fortunately, Rick Leakins does not give up any home runs versus right-handers. Otherwise, that one would have been a tie ball game. It's a good choice by the manager to bring him in, but that's still a single. Stopping is going to be Dave Parker. So bases are loaded here for the A's in the top of the eighth. Ron Hainsey due up. 1 for 3 with a double. 5-1. Ron Hainsey looking for the double play. And they might get it. Here it comes. There's a 5. Will the defense try for the double play? Second to first? Yes, we will. Coming to score advance. Force out at second. Fielder's choice. But a run does come in for the A's. Tying run still on first base. Tony Phillips, third baseman. Oh, big strikeout there by Rick Leakins. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The A's a little disappointed with 3 hits. They were only able to score 1 run. They had their opportunity there in the 8th inning. Bottom of 8. Gene Nelson, Jim Eisenreich. We can ignore a wild pitch. Eisenreich 0 for 2 on the day. And against the right-hander, it's going to be a ground ball down to McGuire. Danny Tartenbull 1 for 2 with the home run. Strikes out. 2 quick outs here. Kurt Stillwell. And 64. It's going to be fly ball. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning as the Royals trying to hold on here in the top of the 9th. And Rick Leakins is coming out of the game. Really? They're going to be bringing in actually, they're not going to bring anyone in just yet. They got a righty, a switchy, a righty. So we're going to see if Leakins can do something, get a couple outs here. 1-2, range play. That's not a good sign. 35, that's back to the pitcher. Oh, Leakins comes off the mound, picks it up, underhand scoops it, throws to Brett, and gets the run. He's now officially tired. He can stay in, but it could cost him. We'll see. 4-5, error chance. 36, that's going into center field, and that's going to fall in for a double. So with the tying run coming up to the plate, they're going to be called to the pen, and you're not going to believe who they actually brought in for this game. They brought in Charlie Leibrandt to pitch in this game. So the starter thrown into an emergency situation here to get 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And you know how I feel about Charlie Leibrandt. This is his first appearance. First appearance as a reliever. 5-5. That's going to be a single. And coming to score, Stan Javier. And trying to steal Ricky Henderson. Mike Gallego. Ooh, do they try to steal? He's only a 10. Robbie says, take him out, take him out. I know, but I got to do it. They'll put the steal on and stolen base. So good play by Mike Gallego. And look at that. If error, record steal, then check for throw. Check for throwing error. Yes, because yes, it was a throwing error on Bob Boone, actually. He's an error of 7-3. Waiver roll 1 or 2, you got to check for a throwing error, and we got a throwing error on Boone. So the tying run is now 90 feet away. Defense will have to play in. Keep that run from scoring. Mike Gallego. They probably are going to be bringing in a pinch runner for him. Let's see who the runners are. We're going to be bringing Carney Lansford is going to come into the game to pinch run at third base. Much better chance of scoring here. That brings up Ricky Henderson 2 for 3 with a double and a walk. If we intentionally walk him, he'll just steal second anyways, so we got to pitch to him. Charlie Leibrandt. I forgot. Yes, defense is in. 3-4. Oh no, it's a range play. The worst opportunity. So we look at 0-2-0-0. If it's hit to the infield, we will not make the play. 3-3. Yep, shortstop. It's past him and in, and that's going to be a tie ball game. 4-4 as Charlie Leibrandt has come in and given up 2 runs here in the 9th inning. And another range play. Unbelievable. Dave Parker. He's going to hit it to Steitzer, who can't make the play. 2 on, 1 out. All this happening with 1 out. Charlie, come on, buddy. 6-6. Just outside his auto single range for Jose Canseco. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. No runner advancement, so still a tie ball game. Charlie Leibrandt versus Mark McGuire. And strikes out McGuire. Whew. Pitcher must be removed. No, okay. So, what position do we need? Second, third, center, left. Looks like a right fielder. And I guess Terry Steinbach's going to come in. Oh, it's already it's shortstop actually. Walt Weiss will come in then and play shortstop. Hello, Walt. There we go. All right. And let's see who's due up. Righty, righty, righty. So right-hander is coming in to pitch. Dennis Eckersley. Dennis Eckersley is going to come in. Normally the closer, but in the bottom of the 9th, 4-4 ball game. Frank White. 4-6. He's ground ball to second. Bob Boone, 5-6, ground ball to third. And Kevin Steitzer, 5-5, fly out. So 1, 2, 3 inning. We're headed to Exeter's, and we can get rid of Charlie now. 2 up, lefty, switchy, righty, switchy, switchy. Ugh. We're going to be bringing in Steve Farr. Steve Farr is going to come in and face off against the Oakland offense here in the 10th inning. 1-2, and that's going to be a walk against the lefty. Otherwise, it better have been a home run check. He would have hit a home run. So they give up the walk as opposed to the home run. Not a good start by Steve Farr. 2-2, Tony Phillips, switch hitter. And this one's hit out to right field. One away for Lance Blankenship. Lance Blankenship. 35, ground ball back to the pitcher. Advancing on the play, out at first. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Stan Javier. Stan Javier. He's going to ground it to Stillwell. No error, and that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of 10. Willie Wilson. Dennis Eckersley. 3-1. Oh, if he would have been a lefty or right-hander, that would have been a home run check. Willie Wilson, 3-3, a fly ball to right. George Brett, going to get a stadium check. And this time it's going to be fly ball to left, 2 away. And a 52 is going to be a strikeout of Jackson. So quick 1, 2, 3 inning. We go on to the 11th. Walt Weiss, 4-4, and he strikes out to Steve Farr. Ricky Henderson's up, 45. Oh no, Ricky, don't say it is true. Going, gone. Ricky Bomicki does a tricky and gets one over the fence there in left field. And puts the A's ahead 5-4. Stall, brother me. Steve Crawford's coming in. So Crawford comes in now. Dave Parker, a lefty. 1-5. He's going to get a single. So 1 on, 1 out here. Jose Canseco. He walks, and that's going to be it for Crawford. Going to be bringing in Terry Leach now. 2 on, 1 out for Kansas City. And strikes out Mark McGuire for the second out. That was a curveball in there. And we got a stadium check. And a ground ball down to George Brett at first base, but the A's trying to go with Eckersley for 3 innings here. Jim Eisenreich. He's going to get a ground ball down to third. Danny Dartbull, 3-5. Fly ball to center, down to their last out, down to their last strike. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Oh no, it was a home run check again, and we had the wrong player up. It's a switch hitter instead of a right-hander. Ah, you're killing me, guys. 52, that's ground ball back to Eckersley, and that's going to do it as Oakland comes all the way back and defeats the Royals 5-4 in 11 innings. The Oakland gets 1 run in the 8th, 2 runs in the 9th, and 1 in the 11th to win 5-4, breaking the Kansas City Royals 12-game winning streak. Ricky Henderson with the home run, his second of the season against Kansas City. Danny Dartbull with his 14th of the season. But all is for naught as Kansas City drops to 77-53, losing the final game of the 3-game series. Oakland improves to 4-6 against Kansas City. In 11 innings, your final score from Kauffman Stadium, the 1989 Oakland A's 5, your 1989 Kansas City Royals 4. Next 3 games will be at home. Again, we have a long homestand here. And coming into town is going to be, is it the Detroit Tigers? Is it really? Let's see who's coming up on the schedule. We'll slide this over so you guys can see some schedules here. Yes, so we played 4 against California, 3 against Oakland. Now we have 3 against Detroit at home. So we have quite a long homestand here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 games at home. Then we go to play 3 on the road at Texas and then 3 on the road to Detroit. So after this 3-game series against Detroit, we will then be into September. So that is games number 129 and 130 of the season. Kansas City splits both games here and drops to 77 and 53. In regular life, Kansas City was 75 and 55. So we're actually 2 games above where they were in real life right now under my expert managerial expertise, I guess, is what I would call that. All right, well, thanks for coming by. We'll see you guys later this afternoon or tonight. We're going to get another doubleheader in. We got one in this morning. We got one in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll get one in tonight. That'll be 6 games we'll get under the belt and be able to move on. So Oakland defeats Kansas City 5-4 in 11. We'll see you guys next time here on Sports Radio Network.